Consider it done. Watch yourself now. Ending transmission.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Not mind wearing this suit all the time, but it can result in strange looks in the city. The temperature is unreasonably low here. We should not stay long. What does your scanner reveal? caves like this can be an excellent way to conceal the presence of an illegal operation. I should know. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today.
Your ultimate discovery, your astronaut club. You know the power of partnership. Each of you fought hard to get to where you are. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training.
Speak with me only if you have what it takes to do tracker work. If you've come to talk about bounty hunting, I can answer questions. If you want to pick up a bounty job, go to the local mission board. Be warned though, if you think this work is for making a quick credit, you may not be cut out for it. It takes skill, precision, and a willingness to risk your life. I do, but I do not share these stories, for it is not a job to be celebrated. I've seen them beg for their lives, try to pay me not to bring them in. I'm not proud of all the lives I've taken. This life is kill or be killed. Each bounty represents a desperate person unwilling to face justice willingly. They do not play by the rules. Remember that. We are bounty hunters. We are hired when someone evades the law or some other form of justice. It is up to us to find them and bring them in, alive or dead. Jobs are posted on mission boards across the settled systems for freelancers to find contract work. Complete the contract, earn some creds. The Trackers Alliance uses them for some of the simpler jobs, or when there's too much work, but not enough trackers. They're posted in most local bars, especially those near spaceports.
believe Xenofresh charges us?
I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. All right, I suppose there's no harm. Would be nice to get it off my chest. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. No, they certainly aren't. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. The truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience. Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me. My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. sure. Did I say something wrong? Oh, goodbye.
If you are free soon, could we talk? I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
The Syndicate's been pretty bold lately. It'll work itself out. I'd rather not get mixed up with the Syndicate or gang stuff. Yeah, Owen told me not to worry.
It does seem to be a unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it. There is no struggle to survive here. No great risk in daily life. I'm sure you have seen for yourself that is not the case for much of the settled systems. Hostile environments, dangerous creatures, not to mention the threats posed by other humans. None of that touches these people. Yes, they were. I did not grow up amidst such luxury. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I am not asking for pity. I have done what is necessary to bear my burdens, and it has led me here. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space. They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them. It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time.
Behold, the Emporium. Neon's premier center of all.
Thank you for taking care of that. Now that headlock's no longer a problem, things are much calmer around here. Thank you. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. I suppose I understand. Don't patronize me. You'd better be right. Oh my God, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business dealing with petty criminals or Aurora addicts. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, My name cannot be mentioned. I'd very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
Hey there.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll...
Sophistication, ready to make your ultimate discovery? I trained in
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. No. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But no one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go. Oh my God.
What's the word for that again? It's on the tip of my tongue.
You didn't hear this from me. Those expensive mercenaries?
Yes. Ella, please. Tell... I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
What I don't sell ends up in trawl.
So what do you say?
If the gangs can keep them
teller machines. The Outback ATMs are spread throughout.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
Find Aurora heightens the senses. I prefer to sharpen them. I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up. I'm an independent contractor, working for some very wealthy clients. They open deals, I close them. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested? It's a simple job. I need you to pick something up and sell it. Giving you any more information would be unwise. Cheers. We'll split my rate 50-50. For a job like this, I'm being more than generous. You'll find the merchandise in a locker in the warehouse behind Neon Tactical. Gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops, so if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job is done.
Yeah.
Be careful if you run into this.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Go to the Astro Lounge later. Blow off some steam.
Yeah? You just gonna stand there, or do you have something to say? If you're here to report a crime, you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. Neon Security's all booked up for the day. Then it's your first time being in Neon. Right now, I'm dealing with a stabbing in Ebside, a junkie ready to toss himself off the platform, 2 robberies, and a stripped spaceship. So unless you're here to tell me that the trade tower is about to fall into the ocean, it can probably wait, right? Whoa, listen to I know what I'll do. I'll walk over to the edge of the platform and yell, in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly ask them. Yeah? Well, that's probably why they stenciled this cute little emblem on my armor. See?
Well, this has been enlightening. Explains a great...
Look, you've already wasted too much of my time. I don't know. You willing to... What a coincidence. No. Keep your nose clean, and we won't have any problems.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off.
Something? Yeah? What? Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of... Ha! Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. All right, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it. Hey, I'm not here to rattle any cages. We get along just fine. On the rare occasion that I've run into something that's red hot, Ranger Price swings by as a follow-up, we put our heads together and figure it out. It's never really been a problem. You can ask. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Your ultimate summary. Step through the door of secret. You fought hard to get to where you are. Here in Neon, you live in the world. And you're a real team that you covered. You're making
I should press long
on your own time. Kill me.
Leverage resources to find a new home. A remote filled with life.
Then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Neon. yes, but I never work with the same client twice. Call it a personal rule. Always a pleasure.